Lacrosse, Alaska, Holman, and for the most part the townships that surround it. We all run together. It's essentially one big city. Do you think at a time when we're having budget issues that it might be time to look at some sort of regional form of government where you could combine some of that workforce to get the job done? And if so, what should the role of the Lacrosse mayor be in that?
Well, I think we've got to take it one step at a time. Combining to make one large government right now, I think, is probably a little bit ahead of the game, putting the cart before the horse, because right now we've got to work to establishing better relationships with our surrounding communities and help working with each other in our public works operations. So we need to establish a better communication, better relationship with our surrounding communities, and from there things will grow. There definitely hasn't been initiative to do that in the last 4 years. We've been pretty slow in working with surrounding communities, and we haven't seen a whole lot of production, a whole lot of collaboration or communication, and those are things that we do need to work forward towards. And once again, that's why I'm here, to make a change, because in the last 4 years I haven't seen the initiative from our current administration or my opponent to do that, and I would like to move forward and do so.
Actually, it's been my pleasure, actually, to get to work with all the different surrounding communities. Onalaska, Holman, Madary, Shelby.
Apologize for that.
And we've worked well on many issues that we share in common. We just did a water situation between Shelby and Lacrosse. I've met with the leaders on that to see what we can do to improve relations, of course, always. I've met with the Onalaska mayor. We are in total agreement that we need to share the whole idea of ecotourism, that is where we can go as a region. If you have always lived here, and most of you probably have come here from somewhere else, but if you've always lived here, you maybe don't appreciate just how beautiful this area is and how unique. I have worked tirelessly and actually have had quite a few successful ventures. The Black River Beach Community Center is going to get built this year. The Myra-Kixit Eco Park, I've been involved heavily with all of those, along with getting the Eagle Watch station set up on Highway 3, but definitely in cooperation with the idea that Onalaska will work with us. When people look for a destination internationally, they go to the website nowadays, they want to see that there's 4 or 5 things that they get to do when they're in that area. We're going to be able to provide that in the next few years. So actually I've been working heavily on that. The other area that I've been pushing is transit. I think we should be a countywide transit. I think Lacrosse does a very good job with it, and I think we're probably the seat for that. But again, with the new transit center, all of that will come to place, I think, long term, looking at how are we going to get people around when gas gets up to $5, $10 a gallon. So improving transit. We have moved the buses just a couple months ago up to Onalaska. That's the beginning of it. That actually came out of that Ames, Iowa trip, by the way. 5 of us went down there to check it out. That was one of our first goals, too, was to get it into Onalaska. The other things that I know that we can work with almost immediately are public works, fire, and water. We need to be working collaboratively in the county on those issues. And again, we're starting to move in that direction. The biggest success, and it is one that I've worked on and spearheaded with others, again, always with others, is the sustainability plan. That has been a great venture of getting the city government and county together on a common goal. We're already saving money by purchasing together and looking at fuel costs and buying more so that we can share it. So actually we're already moving in that direction, and I'm hoping again with the successful approval of that plan we'll be able to move even in bigger directions that way.